look at what my views are compared to Connie's views, I hate people that feel an inherent biological thing. My views are we should all love each other and get along so we can actually enjoy our life on this planet.
Did Connie say she hates those people?
Don't quote me specifically. You would really like to address her personally, I mean, but...
And that's when the woman of the hour, Connie Shaw, turned up.
Nice to meet you.
Oh, look, that's nice. You were just saying you can understand why people would be violent to Connie. What did you mean by that?
I meant that your views are so hateful and so damaging that the anger that is produced from that. There was a case done in 1995 on the brain, and they looked at male to female transitioners and saw that inherently their brain was a female brain. My brief search showed this. Yeah. So if only a brief little thing can show all this, then imagine
if you'd looked further into it. Exactly. Do you believe in women's brains?
No, that experiment that you're talking about has been widely disputed, and even if there is such thing as a female brain, the fact that it's in a male body doesn't therefore make that person female. So I'd be interested to know what your definition of female is, because my definition of female is a body which is on the biological pathway towards producing gametes.
You've basically decided this because you just decide that it is. And also, you have no empathy, so therefore you have no empathy to apply to the situation.
Why do you say she has no empathy?
You don't understand it, so you have deemed it not a thing. But it is a thing because there are millions of people that are trans, and I resent you for deciding, and as many people have, I am not trans, so therefore no one can be trans. Who are you to say that? You've denied the brain thing, so you're saying someone with a female brain trapped in a male body can't live their life as they want to live because you've decided they can't.
What do you think about the female brains trapped in the male bodies?
I believe in biological reality and material facts. I don't believe in a concept of a soul in any way, whether it's a spiritual one to do with religion or if it's to do with having a gendered soul. So I'm not denying that trans person exists. I'm just saying I don't believe your own beliefs about yourself.
Do you think maybe 50 years ago, if Connie had said what she just said about Christianity, that she might have faced the same kind of vitriol from students saying, you're saying we don't exist, you're saying our thing isn't right?
Probably, yeah. I don't understand how that point links to our argument, though.
But the suggestion that she is making, I believe, is that is it fair to say it's a modern incarnation of a religious belief? And this is a religious belief you hold?
Maybe my views are fueled by my spirituality, and I'm trying to separate that because I do want to come at it from a more scientific.
At last, it looked like we'd reached an understanding. It didn't last long. Now that Connie's explained her rationale, do you regret suggesting she has no empathy? Could it be that she has empathy for different causes?
No, I very much believe that you have no empathy, especially...
Psychopath?
I wouldn't say psychopath, but I would say narcissist. See, you love it. You love this negative attention. You even said it, that it fuels, and that is narcissism.
Are you a narcissist?
I haven't been diagnosed officially, but maybe.
Okay.
I used to believe the same as you.
This is what actually backs up my claim about your narcissism, is the fact that because your lack of empathy, you couldn't connect with it enough, and then you connected way more with the hate. And these kind of people, the ones that connect with the hate more, they're running the world. This is why this world is horrible. This is why everyone is so mentally ill. 1984 can be used to back up why you shouldn't all have the same view, because, there's so much that I could say.
I think you make some good points about it being, no, but you're right, about it being Orwellian, I think, that people have to have the same view about trans, or the people were told not to believe their own eyes, their eyes and ears. That's another Orwellian thing, which might relate to gender, for example. Yeah. Okay.
But I respect your right to believe that I'm hateful. As much as it might be upsetting to hear, that's fine. Like, you can think that I'm hateful, and lots of people do, and that's absolutely fine. I'm not going to change your mind on that. The difference is that I'm respecting your opinion, your right to hold it even if I don't agree with you, and that's all I'm asking for.
It's easier to respect my opinion. My opinion doesn't make people want to kill themselves. My issue with you, which is why I made such an effort to even be here to tell you to your face, is that you are damaging and hurting people so horribly.
But Khadija, we're going around in circles just because you...
Yeah, we're going around in circles because narcissists don't have enough empathy to ever listen to people like me. That's why we will continue to go around in circles, because you will never...
Khadija, she's hardly spoken.
Fine, speak more then. Like, speak more then.
Well,
if you want to speak more, speak more. If you want her to speak more, tell her to speak more. I don't understand why you're trying to use that as a point of... Tell her to speak more then.
Would you like to speak more?
To get a better understanding of campus censorship, I met with controversial Professor Philip Caselli, who is under investigation at Leeds and isn't allowed to say exactly why. He's vocal online about his concerns over mass immigration, gender and cancel culture.
Are you able to talk about your job at University of Leeds?
I'm a lecturer in performance and cultural histories. I've taught in higher education for over 25 years. So I know what's going on and I know the changes that have occurred. I've been on the receiving end of pylons and a cancellation as well, right? So at the moment, what happens is you say something, the mob disagree with you, you are a heretic. So they try and take your livelihood away, they try and shame you publicly. I think what's going to happen now is they're going to lock you up. These people aren't interested in just shouting you down or calling you names. In fact, you don't know what these people might be capable of.
I understand there's some sort of process or investigation to do with controversial things. Is that right?
I'm on the wrong side. But the irony is, of course, I think and speak for probably a huge portion of the population who feel exactly the same. In the past, universities used to be a kind of vanguard of ideas. There's always a bit of craziness, but generally speaking, they were a testing ground, a marketplace, if you like. I think they're the opposite now. I think they're indoctrination centers. It went on steroids with BLM. Lockdown poured fuel on the flames, and now it's Hamas, for God's sake. I think I should be able to say trans women are men. Change my mind. Seeing what's been happening across campuses over the last 6 months or so, since October the 7th, has just been a vision of insanity. We have people masked, chanting in support of terrorist organisations and openly condemning and threatening Jews.
I was amazed to find that not only the students, but the professors were stifled. That's when Dr. Caselli told me something that shocked me to the core.
I found out that there was a hate campaign against me, an Islamist hate campaign of posters against me on campus. I will admit to being scared.